Hi everybody, my name is Jared Palmer and currently I'm the marketing manager for the Choctaw Chamber of Commerce. Brought you here today to talk a little bit about Choctaw, Oklahoma. Specifically, I'm going to dive into detail about some of the job opportunities that surround the area. I'm going to highlight what the quality of living is, and also I'm going to touch on some of the activities that surround Choctaw, Oklahoma. But before we get started, a little bit about me. I have been a resident of Choctaw, Oklahoma for about 2.5 years. I bought my first home here. I looked all over the place. I work in Moore, Oklahoma. It's about a 30-minute commute. Choctaw is actually relatively close to the Oklahoma City metro area. It is in Oklahoma County, but to get to Midwest City, it's only about 10 to 15 minutes depending on where you're going. The people that want to drive out far west, Oklahoma City, they'll take you about 35, 40 minutes to get there. If you're wanting to go to Edmond, the north side, it's about 45 minutes as well. It's close to every area that you would want to go to in Oklahoma City, whether that be to shop for groceries, to work, to take your kids to have fun, any activity that you want to do. Choctaw is a really close place to the city, but it's also a good place to live because it's quiet. It's a very friendly neighborhood that has a very, very, very low crime rate. And moving in, next slide number 2, here's some basic census information that surrounds the town. As of right now, the population sits just below 12,000. That's increasing every year at about 30%. As coming from experience living here in the town, there are new homes being built every single day. It's unbelievable. New housing additions going up, people buying land. Just right next door to me, the lady is selling her house. I believe that they are trying to turn that into a housing addition as well. People want to move here, people want to live here. The median household income right now sits at just above $70,000. The home value is at about just under $170,000, and that is also increasing. I imagine within the next 10 years, probably, that will be upwards close to $200,000. Residents that have a high school degree or higher, 92%. Bachelor's degree or higher, just under 30%. All of these numbers are steadily increasing. Moving on to slide 3, some of the Choctaw activities. There's a lot of, like I said earlier, Choctaw is very close to the Oklahoma City metro. A lot of people live out here but participate in activities in Oklahoma City. But some of the main places that Choctaw provides for the residents, Choctaw Creek Park, it's a very large park, 20 acres. They host a lot of weddings there. They also do the Frontier Days, which is basically people from the community come in and they celebrate Choctaw's heritage. Choctaw is a charter town, the oldest charter town in Oklahoma. There's a lot of historical evidence that surrounds this town, and they like to show that off in the summer. There's also a fishing derby at 10 Acre Lake, pretty self-explanatory, not a huge lake, but it provides a swimming area, it provides a place for people to go fishing, a public area. Like with the fishing derby, they hold 2 a year, one in the spring and one in the fall. Also at Choctaw Creek Park, during Halloween, they have what it's called the Haunted Trails. Pretty self-explanatory again. So just a little haunted house walkthrough. That's also an outside area to walk through. During the Christmas months in December, or November and December, they have Christmas in the Plaza. That's a very small, close-knit community, and these events aren't huge, but they're a fun place to go that's close to home. You don't have to go to the city. You don't have to deal with traffic. You don't have to deal with the buttload of people coming in. This is for the residents of Choctaw, and they put a lot of passion into it, and they really do a good job. The biggest event that Choctaw hosts is Oktoberfest. Now, in this picture provided, Old Germany restaurant. This family has been owned by the Turk family. They're from East Germany. I actually personally know them. Great family, great residents. They support the community. They support everything that goes on in Choctaw. Every year, for 5 days in the month of October, they put on what is called Oktoberfest, and they do this at Choctaw Creek Park. They have German beer, German food, anything you could think of that you would want to experience in an Oktoberfest, they offer it. This restaurant is known for its authentic German food. It's one of my favorite places to go. As you can see, they have a really nice patio that they can close off, but they sell really good German beer as well. It's a really good place, a really good environment. The owner is always there. He's everywhere. He's basically the voice of Choctaw. They have him on the Sports Animal on radio stations every time they do this Oktoberfest. Sports Animal, they come to this restaurant and they do a lot of their shows. A lot of other radio stations do as well. It's very well respected, and they're very influential throughout the community. But they're also your friend. As many times as I've been to this restaurant, every time I go, I see the owner there. He's always walking around. He's always wanting to talk to you, getting to know you. Their whole family works this restaurant, and they all work Oktoberfest as well. It's an exciting time to come to Choctaw, and it's a lot of fun. Moving on, Choctaw Creek Golf Course. It's also associated. It's right next to the park. They have an 18-hole golf course right just outside of town, and just down the road off 23rd Street is Bow Sports Complex. They actually have 6 sporting complexes in the Choctaw area. They're building one almost every summer, it seems like. But Bouse really holds the main events, the big tournaments for your kids, softball and baseball. They have a football field as well for Little League football. Really good place. If you want to go out with your kids, hang out, hit a few balls, Choctaw Creek Park, Bouse Sport Complex, and also are really good places to go. Moving on to slide 3. Here's the employment opportunities that I touched on earlier. So as of right now, hiring in the town of Choctaw, which these are accessed on the city website, which I'll get to later. But Choctaw, the city, is hiring for the police department and the fire department. They're currently hiring for the golf course. Mainly, that's also seasonal as well. But the golf course obviously is only open during the summer months, or that's when a lot of people want to play. So they actually hire extra staff. It's good for like teenagers. Really good job, if they need a job during the summer. Also, seasonal park employees. Choctaw Creek Park isn't the only park in the town. There's a bunch of other small parks, but these parks also hire people to come out and pick up trash, clean a little bit, just keep it nice. Choctaw prides itself on the amenities that they offer to the community, and they like to keep those places clean. But more importantly, the majority of residents that live in Choctaw, they live in Choctaw because it's a close drive to the city. And that's not to take anything away from the actual city of Choctaw, but people live out here, and I'm one of these people. It's because it's private. I don't have neighbors right next door. I have 2 acres. My neighbors have up to 10 acres. It's a good place to get away from the everyday city environment. I work off 19th Street and more. It's super crowded. Traffic all over the place. I mean, it takes me, when I leave work, it takes me almost 10 minutes just to get on the highway, and it's less than half a mile away. Choctaw residents, they enjoy this peace and quiet. They enjoy it out here. It's one of the reasons why they live out here, because it's close to work and they can get away from the city life. Moving on to the next slide, city boards and councils. I put this on here because, as I previously stated, Choctaw really prides itself on their town, on their community, on their parks, on their golf course, and all these city boards and councils, are all volunteer. So the City Council and Choctaw Utilities Authority, these are all volunteer boards. So people who want to be there, who want their community to be great, who want to help participate in making this a better place to live, this is where you come and do it. And like I said, the Planning Commission, Board of Adjustments, the Public Recreation Board, which controls the parks and the golf course as well. The golf course is city-owned. Personnel Board, and CETA. All of these councils are great if you want to be actively involved in the community. This is how you get your voice heard. This is how you get out in the community. You meet other people who live here. Other people are going to have similar concerns as you. And you can voice your opinion. You can help make the place where you live a better place. Moving on. Here are my references. And I want to stop and talk about this slide for a minute, because this is where you're going to find all of the information that you need to know about the town. So our website, Choctaw Area Chamber of Commerce, as you can see, is right there provided. We have a lot of information about everything that you would need to know. Public parks, the government of Choctaw, how you can participate. Anything that you would want to know about the town, you can find on our website. Also included, my second reference is the free public records. So when anybody wants to buy a house, I know I did this. I don't have any kids, but I still wanted to know if anybody next to me was a criminal. This is the website where you can do that, openpublicrecords.com. If you copy and paste this link, it'll take you right to it, or for the town of Choctaw. The third reference I have here, this is city data. So this is where I got all of my population information, the median income, the median housing, or the median value of homes. All that information is provided on this website. They've got graphs, they've got charts, anything that you would need to look at or examine before considering Choctaw. This is the place that you want to go. If you're a numbers person, that's all they have. Also, my fourth reference, these are the yellow pages. So I provided this website so you could go look at some of the local businesses and kind of get an idea of what people think about them. Choctaw is a very friendly town, and I'm saying that from personal experience. I visit the same gas station every day and have for the past probably year and a half, and it's because I get to know these people. We're on a first name basis. Sometimes I just go in there just so I can see them and say hi. It's a community more than it is a town, and people really care about each other out here. The final reference, welcome to the City of Choctaw. This is the City of Choctaw's website, and this is also similar to our Chamber of Commerce website. Any information that you want to see, pictures, list of activities, dates for activities, is all provided on the Choctaw City website. So moving on from here, I hope that I've covered Choctaw, at least in a way to where you consider Choctaw a place to live. I know it's very brief, but I wanted to get to the point, and I hope and thank you for watching, but I also hope that you consider Choctaw as a place to live. Once again, my name is Jared Palmer, and thank you for watching.